Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So recently I have read a book named How Nonconformists Move the World by Adam Grant. All right, and I have found several good idea inside and would like to share with you all in a short and simple way today. Okay, so first, what is an original? So the book described that original is the people that question the default, propose the better solutions, and move forward even if it's uncomfortable. So they are the group of people that are not the regular risk taker, but is an strategy innovator. And then the first insight in this book, right, is about the risk. So how the original thinker manage the risk, right? They basically don't take the uncalculated risk. Okay, they manage the risk very carefully. And many of them, right, will keep their current job. For example, all of us, most of us are the engineer, right? You can keep our current role, and then you can try to launch your idea in the same time. So you don't put everything, you don't put all the egg in the same basket, okay? And original remind us that it is not about courage, but it's about balancing your risk portfolio while you're launching the new idea aside, okay? And then the second insight is about the doubt and procrastinations. So we often think that doubt is a weakness, right? Because it will slow down the overall progress in our job. But actually the book tells us that doubt can help us to refine the idea better. And procrastinations can help our brains to have more room to be more creative. And so that the original thinker don't avoid the crowd, but instead they leverage it to sharpen their thinking. Okay. The third insight is about the idea selection matter more than the idea generation. So I think as an engineer, we normally have many ideas in our head every day, but in fact, most of it are the bad one. Okay, so how the original difference from others, right? They are able to filter and reject the weak one very quickly and in a very early stage, so that they don't waste the time. So this tells us that the creative ideas, right, is not a magical spark. It's about the discipline process. Okay, we need to move forward and continue to think for it. And then the number fourth is about the speaking up. So how the creative people propose their idea to others, right? So the book actually asking us to choose the right timing, explain in a way that other people can accept. Because sometimes a new idea, right, it might be get opposed by some of our team member, especially this is a new idea that want to change the whole system or anything, you might get some opposed ideas from the team members. So as we want to suggest ideas, right, we don't go with shouting, we go by persuading, okay? And then the fifth point, the last point here is about the leadership. So if let's say a leader, you want to create the innovations workspace in your teams, right? We want to encourage the team to go for experiment, as well as support the diverse thinking and also avoid the groupthink. So what do I mean by avoid groupthink, right? Is when an idea was accepted because of a majority in the room was agreed with it, and make some of the minority don't have the courage to speak up on their concern on their idea. This is something we want to avoid. So as a leader, right, we want to ensure that everyone have the courage to speak up and you make sure all the ideas are heard. Okay. And then in summary, so original remind us that moving the world doesn't require to breaking the rules day to day. It is about improving what already exists today and with step by step. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you, everyone.